$5 a month, 10 minutes. That is the cost of fabricating text, audio, or video of you saying something you never said. The court will treat the file as real. The burden is on you. That is the trap. I'm Patrick Nolan. Today on Pat Talks Law, how AI fabricated evidence is already inside live cases. What saved Melissa Sims and the federal rule that could move the burden onto the side filing the file. Melissa Sims, Collier County, Florida. She called the police on her ex. He told the deputies she had attacked him. She was arrested. Weeks later, in court on that charge, Sims was arrested again. Text messages from her phone, contacting her ex against a no contact order, 24 hours in a cell, 8 months fighting the case.
To part of my impact statement so you get the general view. So I'm just going to go over some of the basic stuff. So my name is Melissa Sims. I am a Christian woman.
The phone company records told a different story. 0 messages from her number to his at those times. The texts had been fabricated. Her ex generated them with consumer AI. Courts presume digital evidence is real. They have to, or no exhibit gets in. Judges are not forensic examiners. They cannot look at a phone screenshot and tell you whether the bytes are authentic. The burden of proving a fake has historically been on the challenger, which means the fabricated version goes in first. It does its damage. You spend months and money proving a negative. Prove a negative. Sims is not unusual. The pattern is already in the case law. An ex, a parent, a prosecutor, a school employee, anyone with consumer AI, motive, and 10 minutes. A custody case. The mother submits 2 audio recordings of the father making threats. The files were recorded on her phone 10 days after she paid for an AI voice cloner. A civil case. The plaintiff offered AI video testimonials. A California judge spotted that the metadata named an old iPhone, but the footage required a feature that phone never had. Dismissed with prejudice. A Denver prosecutor. She fabricated 4 text messages on her own phone, changed the contact label to look like they came from a colleague, and submitted them to support a sexual harassment complaint. The carrier records did not match. She was disbarred. A Maryland high school, an athletic director facing termination, cloned the principal's voice with AI and pushed out a clip making him sound racist. The athletic director was arrested. The principal still got death threats. Federal rule drafters have been working on this for 2 years. Proposed Rule 901C moves the burden. If digital evidence is challenged as AI fabricated, the side that submitted it has to prove is more likely than not authentic. Today, the challenger does that work. Under the proposed rule, the proponent does. States are moving in the same direction. Louisiana already requires lawyers to verify digital evidence with reasonable diligence, with sanctions for violation. None of this is enacted yet. The earliest the federal rule lands is December of next year. Until then, the trap stays open. Anyone with $5 and a grudge can put you on the wrong side of it. Here is the script if this happens to you. 1. Demand the carrier verification records immediately. Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile. Those records exist. They are what saved Melissa Sims. 2. Preserve your own metadata, timestamps, device logs, native files, not screenshots. 3. Do not assume the court catches it. Judges are not forensic examiners. They will treat the file as real until you make them look. 4. If you are the one submitting digital evidence, document its provenance before it enters the record. Hash. Chain of custody. Where the file came from. Because if Rule 901C lands, that is what proves it is real. Sims was found not guilty by a jury. The charges tied to the AI texts were dropped. It took 8 months to get there. Bottom line, the fake gets in first. Anyone can build it. The court will believe it until you prove otherwise. Demand the carrier record. Preserve the native file. Document everything. I'm Patrick Nolan. This is Pat Talks Law. If this kind of legal news belongs in your feed, like the video, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might end up on the wrong end of a phone screenshot. More on this as Rule 901C moves.